Hi, I want to give you a brief introduction to the Critical Cultures curriculum for next year. Ordinarily, we'd be calling you in for a brief lecture to give you an overview, but as we can't do that, we've prepared this material for you. I want to talk a bit about what the range of options are in Critical Cultures next year, and also the possibility of doing what we call the joint course option. So I'm going to describe two things. If you think about last year, you were in a lecture theatre where everybody followed the same curriculum, whether you were going to become a fashion designer, a product designer, a sculptor, or somebody working in applied materials. And our format was large lectures followed by a seminar. But you've made decisions in your first year about how to focus your practice. And to support those decisions, next year you get to choose what you study in terms of the Critical Cultures curriculum. And this is part of that focusing of practice that should be occurring over your first, second and final year of study at NCAD. So next year, for everybody, you'll be joining a seminar group that you choose. It's a kind of focus seminar that we call an elective. We call it elective because you get to elect, you get to choose. An elective is an 11-week, 2-hour, hour-and-a-half long class, usually on quite a focused, specialist kind of theme. And we offer somewhere between 14, 15, 16 of these elective classes. And you'll be invited at the start of the autumn semester to sign up and to choose one of those specialist elective classes. You're going to have a free choice. Nobody's going to tell you what to pick. Some of the electives are more popular, and so we have to have a system where you express a choice, a preference, first, second, and so on. But we'll explain all of that in the autumn. So here is a typical range of electives that we might offer in a semester. It's what we offered in the spring this year. Now in the autumn, there'll be different offers, different content, but the range will be about the same, addressing contemporary art and design, cinema, the body, fashion, things that we believe to be centrally important for you as an artist or a designer or an educator at NCAD. And in the autumn you'll get a form, in fact a kind of program really, that will give you all the detail that you need to make your judgment, give you a summary of the content of these classes. So you're thinking, why is he telling me about the autumn? That's months away. Well, it's important if you decide that you want to become a joint course student, because a joint course student will take more electives. Most students who don't become joint course, they just take one elective in the Critical Cultures program each semester of their second year. Joint course students choose to take two in each semester, and in fact they also take them in the third year of their studies or the final year of their studies. And to keep a balanced credit profile, they drop professional practice, which is a relatively small module in the studio. So what's the benefits of doing Critical Cultures as a joint course student? Well, in one sense, you're simply opening up to richer content. You're also going to have more opportunities to develop your writing and your research skills. And I guess in the end it's about an exposure to a wider range of critical theory, to philosophy, to critical thinking. There's also some challenges. A joint course student will have 2 essay deadlines at the end of a semester, so they have to think quite hard about their time management. So how do you become a joint course student? Well, we're looking to see a minimum grade of B- in a Critical Cultures essay in the first year. Obviously you haven't had feedback yet on second semester essay. So if you're worried about your grades but you'd like to do joint course, just put in the application anyway. We'll be able to give you advice and support on that. Even if you haven't achieved a B-, but you're still keen, it is possible to be a joint course student. But I think the best thing is to talk to one of your tutors, perhaps your Thursday tutor first. Now in your email inbox you'll have been sent details about Critical Cultures for next year. And in that email, you'll have a couple of attachments, including this form. If you want to do the joint course, please fill in the form by the 25th of May and send it back by email to the Visual Culture office, and we'll give you a confirmation within a couple of days. A little bit of small print. Technically, becoming a joint course student changes your registration at NCAD. It's a kind of small but important bureaucratic detail. Now, there's no fee to becoming a joint course student, but if you are joint course and you decide to revert back to the kind of standard route, just one elective in your second year in each semester, there is a small, really quite a small administrative fee that the college will charge. So if you've got any queries, we're going to have Zoom drop-in sessions where you'll be able to ask us. But also, you're very welcome to email us at visualculture@staff.ncad.ie, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. In the meantime, have a great summer.